What's up guys, DK Wrestler here, and in today's video it's going to be a brand new edition of Cop Up or Pass Up.
Like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Where's the notification bell?
It's to the right of you.
Oh.
So for those brand new to the channel, Cop Up or Pass Up is a series where I look at a certain set of Funko exclusives and determine via detail, my personal reaction, and the overall hype of the Funko fanatics on whether each of these items are worth copping up the money for or passing up the opportunity to get. And on this edition of Cop Up or Pass Up is on the recently announced D23 2022 exclusives from Funko, which we'll be talking about the pops and the sodas. The Loungefly items will not be included in this video, although we are doing a worst to best D23 exclusives video, which will include those Loungefly items in that video. So kicking off, we have ourselves the Baymax 3-liter soda from Big Hero 6, which is going to be shared to the Funko shop in the US and nowhere in Canada. Now, I'm a big fan of the 3-liter sodas just because I feel like certain characters do need to be a little bit more larger than what they produce for the regular size Funko soda figures. We've had the Iron Giant one for FunCon, and we now have Baymax officially confirmed, which is a character that definitely deserves to be in that 3-liter Funko soda form. A lot of people are hyped, but then there's also some bad hype because of the Wampa soda that hasn't been confirmed by Funko yet and is yet to be released. However, I really do enjoy the chase involved with Baymax where he's holding Mochi in his hand, because that's a very memorable scene in Big Hero 6 of like the Harry Baby song, or him saying Harry Baby, I can't exactly remember. So for this, I think it definitely is a cop-up. Next up, we have ourselves Jiminy Cricket on Leaf from Pinocchio, which is going to be shared with the Funko shop in the US and Toys R Us here in Canada. Now, this is a really cool looking Jiminy Cricket pop, especially because you get more of a deluxe form, yet you're only going to get charged the regular 4-inch pop price. However, I do feel that there are going to be people out there that might skip on this pop because there are already so many other Jiminy Cricket pops, even though this one is very detailed. But it's perfect timing for this to release because it's coming out around the same time as the live action Pinocchio movie will be hitting up Disney+. But for right now, because I feel that this might be a little bit of a sight sitter, I am going to say pass up the opportunity to get this pop for now. Next up, we have ourselves a pop of Lucifer from Cinderella, which is going to be shared with Box Lunch in the US and Toys R Us here in Canada. Now, this is a really cool looking pop, mainly because of the way that it has the green eyes, which we never really see in Funko Pops before. We usually either only see white eyes, black eyes, sometimes orange eyes, and the overall detail with especially the platform to make it more of a deluxe, but most likely, like I mentioned with the Jiminy Cricket, it's going to be the regular 4-inch pop price, but you're getting a little bit more bang for your buck. But people are really hyped for this because Funko is finally expanding past Cinderella. The detail's great, there's a lot of hype. I feel that there's no reason why this can't be cop up to get. Next up, we have ourselves a Funko soda figure of Frozone from Disney Pixar's The Incredibles, and this is going to be shared with the Funko shop in the US and Toys R Us here in Canada. It is really cool to see more Pixar Funko sodas. I feel that there are a lot of characters from Pixar that look really cool in Funko soda form, and we've already gotten actually an Incredible soda with the Edna mode, which I actually do own and had obtained the chase. So seeing more of the Pixar lineup getting Funko sodas is really cool. Hopefully we get some Toy Story ones soon, because as you can kind of see on my wall here, I do have a lot of Toy Story pops. The soda is really cool, although I feel like the chase could have been a little bit different. I do like the idea of them obviously involving the ice, but maybe even if it was like a blue translucent chase, I think I would have been a little bit more better than just adding a little tiny piece to it, making it a chase. But because of the hype, and especially paraphrasing the quote there that he says in the first Incredibles movie about his suit, I am gonna say that this is a definite cop-up. Next up, we have a pop of Devil Kronk from The Emperor's New Groove, which this is gonna be shared with the Funko shop in the US and Toys R Us here in Canada. Finally, we have the Devil Kronk after getting the singular Angel Kronk pop from WonderCon this past year, or not this past year, but a few months ago, but earlier in the year is what I meant to say. Now we have it here for D23, and I mean, there's a lot of hype because people were waiting and were wondering why we didn't just get both the Angel and the Devil pop in a 2-pack instead of waiting 2 different cons to get them as a singular pop. The detail's really cool. I do like what they did with the detail more of this pop in terms of the posing rather than what they did with the Angel one. It's cool that we finally have it here, and I feel like if you already have the Angel pop, you might as well get the Devil one now, and that's why I'm gonna say cop up. Next up, we have the Lab Kronk soda from Emperor's New Groove. This is going to be shared with the Funko shop in the US and Toys R Us here in Canada. Really cool that we have this soda because at WonderCon, I believe it was this year, we had gotten the Lab Yzma soda, and it's cool that we have the Kronk one now because obviously if you already have the Yzma soda, you can get the Kronk to go along with it like they did kind of the 2-pop bundle for WonderCon last year. I kind of do like the difference in the posings to make it a little bit different, unlike the Yzma soda we got from earlier in the year. And I do like the fact that they also added a bit of a specification to add a little bit more oomph to the chase and making you want to get multiple cans to get that chase rather than just getting one and then hoping you get the chase. Although I couldn't exactly remember whether the soda actually sold out right away for Yzma or not, which was going to play to an effect about this, but for right now, because of the hype involved with Emperor's New Groove and especially how Kronk Pops actually sell pretty decently, I am going to say for right now, cop up. Next up, we have ourselves a Mickey with Plain Pop Rise, which is going to be shared to Amazon for both Canada and the US. Now, I do like this idea of making it a huge pop rise where you have the pop of Pilot Mickey and then he has the plane there as a ride. I think that's really cool. However, there is a lot of factors to this in my decision. Although it does have nice detail, there is that factor of the fact that it's being shared with Amazon, and if you're an inbox collector, it's kind of a hit or miss as terms to whether your pop is going to come mint or not, and the price point involved, because sometimes pop rides, depending on the size, may be a little bit more expensive, and the fact that Amazon is always dropping prices as terms to pops. So that's why I'm going to say for right now, pass up the opportunity to get this, just wait until it goes on sale. Next up, we have the singular 4-inch Pilot Mickey with the blue suit, in which this will also be shared with Amazon in both Canada and the US. Now this one is a little bit meh to me because we already have the pop rides with that same exact pop where it's wearing the exact same color suit. I felt it was a little bit pointless to make this for this specific convention. If this was a pop that was saved maybe as a Disney Parks exclusive down the line to be later released, it would have made more sense than releasing both at the same time, because I feel more people would rather get the rides rather than the singular pop per se. So for that, I am going to say that this definitely is a pass up the opportunity to get. Next up, we have ourselves the Mickey and Minnie Fly 2-pack, which this will also be shared with Amazon in both Canada and the US. Now, I do enjoy this idea of the 2-pack where you have both Minnie and Mickey. They're in the black and white form, and Mickey is holding the How to Fly book, but I feel like we have seen better Mickey and Minnie Mouse pops, especially with kind of like the 5-pop like pack set where it's showing off the different generations of Mickey Mouse, or you can get the singular ones. I just feel that this is something we've kind of already seen, and especially once again playing to a factor that this will be shared with Amazon, there is a chance that people might not get this because of Amazon's reputation on how they ship pops. So for right now, I am going to say pass up the opportunity to get this pop. Next up, we have the Donald Duck Funko soda, in which this is going to be shared with the Funko shop in the US only, nowhere in Canada at this moment. Now this is pretty decent. I do like the way that this Donald Duck looks. I mean, I think people were really wanting a more regular version of Donald Duck instead of the, I think it was the 3 Caballeros or whatever they are, where it's the 2 chases involved. I feel like people would rather want more of a normal one. Plus this is very similar to like the 3 Musketeers Donald Duck pop. So if you have that, this kind of goes along with it very well. And flock chases are pretty decent, especially when you have one that has an added piece, which once again gives it more oomph to convince you to get multiple cans, even though I believe when it comes to the Funko shop, they only allow you 1 per style of a certain item. And because we don't get that many Donald Duck Funko sodas, and I believe this is the second one, I am going to say for right now, this is a cop-up. Next up, we have ourselves the PhilharMagic Mickey Mouse Funko Soda, which this will be shared with the Funko shop in the US and Toys R Us here in Canada. Now, I really enjoy the way that this Mickey Mouse soda looks as terms to not only the comic, but what they did with the chase, where they made the outfit a little bit brighter, especially with the hat and the suit, to once again, and I'm gonna keep saying this, is to add a little bit more oomph to the chase so that you're convinced to try to get this soda, whether it's one or it's multiple multiples for your chance at that chase. I do like the way that the chase for the outfit looks more with that really royal blue color and the lighter blue as terms to the hat, and I think the glitter does look nice on the outfit and a little bit on the ears, even though I feel like that wasn't really necessary, but I still think this is pretty decent. However, with a pretty big piece count like 15,000, it's not entirely going to sell out, especially because we've had sodas like Star-Lord that didn't sell out right away because of the big piece count of that Funko soda figure and not having a lower piece count like a lot of the con sodas. So for right now, I am going to say pass up the opportunity to get this, even though I feel like it might sell out. And last but not least, we have ourselves the Mickey Mouse Funko t-shirt, which is going to be shared to the Funko shop only in the US and nowhere in Canada. I do like the shirt more than a lot of the shirts that Funko produces, mainly because Funko has a reputation of doing these shirts where it's a small logo on the front and then that huge logo that you do see on the front of the shirt on the back. I feel it's a little weird, and especially if, let's say, you're walking around at a con and you're carrying a backpack, you only see that little logo and then the main logo on the back is being covered by your backpack. I do think this is going to sell well, but I feel like a lot of the shirts just don't sell out just because not a lot of people are interested in shirts. So I am going to say pass up the opportunity to get this shirt for right now. Anyways, guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed today's video on Cop Up or Pass Up for D23 2022 exclusives, make sure you smash that like button. Comment in the comment section below and let me know what you are going to cop up or pass up the opportunity to get. And as said in the little intro, make sure you press the subscribe button for more content like this video in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching today's video and hope to see you guys next time. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here. Follow us on all of our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at A Funko Popcast. If you want to check out some of our other content that's featured on our channel, you can click either the playlist that's on your screen right now featuring previous episodes of our weekly podcast, A Funko Popcast, or we have suggested a video for you guys in relation to today's video.